So continuing from my previous video, spirituality for me, it have come with a lot of advantages, and some of them being true to myself, living the life that I desire, uh, having this wisdom, this gift of downloading information, uh, processing a lot of information, a lot of things that I do a lot of research. Um, the streets of YouTube and Google and Quora.com, everywhere. I get to learn a lot of things, and I don't have to question myself by the fact that I did not get that proper general education. It's not a problem to me anymore, because if you can read and understand, and if a word is tough for you, then go to Google. It has everything, it has answers. So it has been fun for me, and again, it's not limiting at all. So for me, it has been smooth. Um, I don't second guess myself. I don't beat up myself with what I don't have. Okay, used to affect me back then. Used to bother me that I don't have proper education, I don't have papers, I want to get jobs that I desire. Okay, working was, working a 9 to 5 job was not a thing for me anyway. But I've done projects with big companies. I remember back in 2013, I had actually not joined high school then. I did this job. It was a presidential debate uh, job, and I think it was happening in the middle of the week. I don't exactly remember uh, the day, but the following week is when I was going to join high school. Because again, I was joining high school at a very, very late time. I think at that time I was 22. So when I went to school, I studied for a whole year. It was a special school. Studied for a whole year. It was not thinking. Again, it was limiting me. It was trying to control me in a weird weird way that I was not feeling authentic about. So after a whole year, uh, when I was about to join, when I actually had immediately joined Form 2, I just thought, you know what, it's not working out for me. And since I've lived all those years doing great things for my life, working with big companies, even if it's a small contract, I have my confidence and I have my standards. I think all I needed to know about normal high school education, I think I've learned it all. The rest I'm going to carry on in streets of life. And so far so good. I can't complain. I've learned a lot, and I would never. I have had a chance uh, before or after that, after my 1 year back in high school, but I would never ever go back to school again trying to study. Well, I'm not encouraging not having a proper education, because people are different and you have different destinations, but I'm talking about myself. It never worked for me. So that was it, and I've been carrying on with my life. I've been uh, learning, and this learning of you're not being forced is, it's not an information that is chosen for you. It's something that you're studying from the willingness of your heart. I think it just sinks it. My mind just absorbs it quite clearly and easy. So I've studied a lot of things from my downfalls. Like the moment I'm sick, I get to do research on some stuff. I've been having a lot of actually health issues. I had a lot of traumas, and as you all know, traumas manifest as physical physical conditions like diseases. So I used to dig. I still dig a lot of information about that, when I'm feeling sick, when I'm low on vibe, I know something is disturbing me, and I have to go to the root of that particular thing just to solve the whole issue. So I actually never get stuck. You have the internet, you have the smart gadgets to get you the to feed you the information, and you just have to be dedicated. You have to be to have discipline, dedication, and willingness, because this is something free. No one is pushing you. It's your own issues that are going to push you to that direction of wanting to know more about uh, that particular phase of your life, or whatever you to identify whatever is bothering you. So myself, I've done a lot of research, and studied a lot about neuroscience. That's the science of the mind. Epigenetics. That's how our genes and how our genes and how genes works. From our parents to us kids to our kids. You can see some things are a very good example. Like um, generic diseases, you know, that line of diseases, that pattern that never ends. So I usually get to that deep root of that and understand it better. I've I've learned from the best clinical psychologist, you know, adult psychologist, children psychologist. So I know I'm very well informed in that department of the kids, how we transfer our traumas and fears to our kids, because it was done to me myself. So I am the best example, and I've learned from myself to reach me to a point of learning about other people and connecting the whole thing, joining the dots, and understanding how all these, drain to down to one thing. So it's my curiosity, and I'm just so grateful to God that I have this curious uh, character, and I've been limitless, which is good. So basically, I think it all goes down to spirituality. When you get to understand your soul better, your spirit, when you become authentic, everything just start unfolding, like petals, you know, a petal after another. So it just gets easier for you. So if you're feeling stuck at some point, and every time you're feeling like something is missing, just go back. Try to find some time, uh go back to your roots, try to understand some things, have that curious mind. You might end up coming up with a solution to your problems. Not so many people have that crazy state of mind, that higher gamma of getting information, or having it the easy way. So you have to make that extra effort to learn whatever you want to know. So just make an effort. It takes a lot of discipline, dedication. It just does not come freely as it sound. No, I've spent a lot of sleepless nights, having to do a 2 hour, what is it called, a 2 hour lecture, understanding epigenetics. you know it takes a lot of dedication, and not everything that you understand. It was a new field for me. I did not know anything about my mind, about you know thoughts, or mind, how it works, the hormones, how they work in the brain, um, how our body, our genes works. It's something that I had to gather that information, and then go to Google and search for some meanings, get some answers, then join the dots again. So it's a hard work that I had to put together to understand everything that I know today. And it is helping my life, and I am feeling grateful, and I don't have that feeling of emptiness anymore. I don't have to look for something outside there to help me fill the void in my soul. I have the answers. If I don't have the answers right here with me or at my reach, I just pray, just ask for guidance from above, and it is brought to me. So many answers come for me. For me, they come through visions, and visions usually happens shortly before you wake up. So it's very easier to remember them. It's not like a dream, a long dream. You just get visions like 5 minutes before you wake up. So you actually tend to think, was it a vision or was I just thinking because I was kind of awake or still asleep? But those are basically visions. So least asking for answers, you'll get them through visions or instincts, your instincts throughout the day. So when you're running around doing your stuff, normal everyday normal stuff, running your errands, you might get this information. Just trust your instincts because clearly they're giving you the answer to your problem. That way you don't have to be stuck anymore. And one thing you have to do when you get that information from your instincts, you might tend to think, oh, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I just, overthinking. No, don't think, that way. That's just something that is coming from your higher self, from the universe. It's some information, it's some answers to your problem, some solutions. So just take that answer, carry on with it, and it will be the best thing that you can ever do for yourself. So that's how it gets easy for me. I practice that every day. Sometimes I fall back, and when I fall back, it is a little crazy. It doesn't really end well in most cases. And I just try to maintain this higher vibration and this higher frequency of my mind, to get me enough information, enough help to run my life. Actually, never plan of anything. I just live my life every day, being myself, and things will just flow. I never even plan of doing specific video in this particular day. I just get guidance. Like 2 days prior, I start connecting to this side of my life, and that's how I'm going to it will just unfold by itself, and eventually I tend to learn, oh, this is what I'm meant to do today. This is the type of video that I'm meant to do today. So it gets easier. It's like you have a personal assistant somewhere who is controlling your life to the good direction. So it's that easy and good, but it comes with a lot of dedication, discipline, and a lot of learning. Create time, be present in the moment, listen to yourself, don't second guess yourself. Uh, you know, don't worry, just believe that uh, God is going to answer all your questions. You don't have to be so down crying. You don't have to feel so emotional. Sometimes, okay, I think I've said that in my previous videos. Deal with the emotions to clear out the path, because when you have emotions stuck up, you can never see the clear picture. Until you get your emotions out of the way, that's when you're going to see the actual thing. You're going to feel the divine happiness, joy. You're going to connect to God directly. It's going to be clear. So I wish you all the best. Um, I think this is going to be the end of this video, and the fact that I've talked something about myself, something personal. I think I'll be talking more or elaborating on different areas as time goes by, and you'll get to learn more. And please like, comment, and share. Tell me what you want me to talk about more or to elaborate in my next video, and I can prepare that. So I hope this helped you in a way, it inspired you in a way. Don't let anything limit you. Don't doubt yourself. You have all the equipments that you need, you have all the help that you need within yourself. You know, if you can't trust yourself at some point, just trust God. He has all the answers. Okay? So just don't put any obstacle in your life. I myself, I had to get to this point of accepting myself the way I am. I don't have papers, I don't have basic education, but nothing is limiting me. I'm doing it all and more, and I'm going to do greater things in life, and that is not going to be a problem. So don't hesitate, don't put boundaries, don't limit yourself, don't feel that you can't do this because you don't have this. You know, just start where you are, and as you make that first step, everything is going to unfold for the better, and it's going to be a successful life for you. So I'm wishing you all the best, and thank you for tuning in, and see you next time. Bye bye.